There's a really simple reason we call duplicate payments the silent killer. They eat away at the profitability of your organization, making it making it difficult to figure out why the company isn't making as much money as everyone thinks it should. You might think that your company has an effective system in place to prevent duplicate payments, but in reality, it's much easier than you think for these costly errors to slip through the cracks. Don't play the blame game. You can reduce your duplicate payment errors by 97%. This has become a bigger issue in the last few years as the number of copies of duplicate invoices has skyrocketed. If you want to protect your company's bottom line and improve your financial processes, it is crucial to understand how duplicate payments occur and, more importantly, what you can do to stop them. The problem starts when your invoices first enter the company. Make sure you stick around until the end when we share this last but crucial step that many miss, often because they don't realize how important it is. Hey guys, I'm Mary Schaefer, founder of AP Now, your one-stop shop for cutting business intelligence if you work in, manage, or have responsibility for the accounts payable function. So I want to start off with a story that kind of, I think, demonstrates how important the tactics that I'm about to share, which might seem awfully simple to you, are. I was at a conference and I was talking to a guy who was the VP of accounts payable for a large bank. Very large bank. And he said to me, you know what? He said, we just had a payment audit done. And he said they only found $57,000 worth of duplicate payments. I said, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know the relevance of 57,000. I said, what'd they find last time? He said $2 million. They went from 2 million right all the way down to only 57,000. So quite impressive. So I thought, there's a story here for me. I said, how'd you do it? And he said, oh, you know that stuff, all that stuff you usually talk about. And then, we had a little bit of a longer conversation where he explained, and I'm going to share with you the 3 really, really simple strategies that they use, and you can also, okay? And they cost nothing. Strategy number 1, when it comes to your accounts payable processes, as much as this might be, go against the way you want to be, you need to become a control freak. You need to set out what you want your processes are, how you want your invoices paid, how you want vendors set up in the master vendor file, how you want payments scheduled, and every other feature around the process, and set them up so they have tight internal controls. And then you need to share them with everybody. This is one of those places where creativity is not desired. If someone thinks they know a better way to do it, let them suggest it to you. And if you agree, then you incorporate it into your processes and everybody uses it. But really, you need to be really on top of this. If you operate this way and then a duplicate invoice comes in, which they're coming in droves right now, then if I get an invoice and I process it today and a duplicate shows up 2 days from now and you get it, if we're going through the same steps, you'll be able to easily identify it as a duplicate, which is what you want. Okay. Strategy number 2, as part of this standardization, if you will, you want to set up a coding standard. This tells people exactly how to enter the data. You want to do it for invoices, for invoice data entry. You want to do it for your master vendor file, and you want them to match so that people have an easy time when an invoice comes in finding the associated vendor in the master vendor file, and be very precise. This is really an area where you want to have no creativity. And everybody needs to do it the same way. You don't like to be this, do it the way I say, and this is the only way we're going to do it. But if you want to knock out those duplicates, which we're all dealing with in a big way now, it is crucial. Now, before we get to the last step, I'd like to share with you that at AP Now we have 350 videos, over 350, in our library, with new accounts payable and payment videos being added every Tuesday and Thursday, and some really short items on other days. Occasionally on Saturdays, we have a little Wordle fun. Please check out the rest of this channel after you finish this one. Okay, strategy number 3, and this step is often overlooked. You've set up your coding standards, you've set up your processes, and you give it to your staff, and you hope they're using it. But that's the key here. You hope. This is one of those, trust but verify. So after you've set it up and you've given it to your folks, periodically you want to spot audit. So just go and you sit with somebody and you make sure they're doing it the way that it's been laid out, and not some new way that they think is better or works faster. Because even if they have a better way, then if everybody else isn't doing it, you're less likely to find your duplicates. And if it is a better way, you want to share it with everyone. So don't forget not only to set it up, but to verify. And you want to verify every 6 months, every year. Maybe if you have a new employee, you want to verify with them a little bit more frequently. Okay. You just have to sit with someone for half an hour, see what they're doing. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Now, clearly, this is just part of a duplicate payment protection story, if you will, the part related to invoice processing. There are a number of other tactics you can use, and we reviewed a number of them in another recent video. It's about 10 minutes long. You can watch it right now, and you probably should, using the link that will appear momentarily on your YouTube screen and is in the description below. As always, we appreciate your thumbs up, comments, shares, and subscribes.